Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Will Dupree, coming to you from the KXAN Live studio on this gorgeous Tuesday afternoon. Live look there in downtown Austin from the Austonian camera. Beautiful blue skies. Hope you're out there enjoying the warmth. But we wanted to tell you about a really cool opportunity that some University of Texas students have just at the campus down the street from the station. What they are going to get to do is to learn from one of Austin's most famous residents, and who else will be talking about except for Matthew McConaughey. The actor is going to help with a brand new class next semester, and we have an article up right now on KXAN.com that gives you an inside look of what's in store for these lucky UT students. Now, the reporter behind this story is Christine Bergman, one of our news interns this semester, and Christine is joining us here in the studio to talk more about what she's found out. Christine, thank you for being here. Nice to see you too.
Nice to see you as well. Thank you for having me.
I love this conversation. We don't often get to highlight some fun stories like this, so it's really cool that we're going to dive into it. Now, before we begin, I just want to point out that Christine is a senior here at UT and as a double major in radio, television, film, and advertising. A very promising future ahead of her, but we're going to talk about this story she reported for us. Before we dive into what the focus of this new class will be, Christine, tell us about what Professor McConaughey has helped teach in the past.
Yeah, so Professor McConaughey is a really integral role with his current class, Script to Screen, which he's been a professor of practice since 2019. He actually is the one who came up with the idea, and it's essentially a how-to to take students from who want to be aspiring producers, directors, or writers, and takes them through the process of the movies he has done, such as Beach Bum, The Gentleman, Free State of Jones, which were the movies selected for this semester. And the students get to study the scripts, get their hands on the materials that Matthew provides, and then get to learn from him himself.
Now, the newest version of Script to Screen will have a different focus, as we mentioned a few moments ago. Tell us about what that will be next semester.
So for the first time, this class will be called Script to Screen Commercials. And so the class will take students through the process from beginning to end of how to make commercials, and it will be split up into 3 modules with Professor Rice and now adding Professor Laura Bride, which is an advertising professor here at UT. And it will be taking students learning about the consumer insights of the advertising industry through the agency side, and then that will be Professor Laura Bride. And then Scott will come in and teach the students about how to hire a production company, how to bring the advertisements to life through video production, and then they will both combine and come together and kind of teach them how to put that into the marketplace and measure the success of the commercials. So it's going to be a great opportunity to really learn commercials and see Matthew's commercials that he's worked on as well.
Of course, he stars in quite a few of them. We'll talk more about that content here in just a moment, but I want to ask about the role that Matthew McConaughey will actually play in the classroom. Let's first listen to the professor who is really leading this class, and then we'll continue our conversation on the other side.
Matthew will still make those appearances. Matthew really provides all the content for the class, provides guidance on how the class should be taught, the structure of the class, and then he comes in and he brings with him directors, producers, people he worked with on the films, and then in this case commercials.
Christine, there we heard from the professor who is helping to lead Script to Screen. And what are some of the examples of the content that Matthew McConaughey will bring to the students in this class?
So for next semester, the students will be focusing on 3 of his commercials. The Salesforce campaign that just recently, his news commercial just came out, Long Branch Whiskey, and then also Lincoln, the cars. And so students will get to learn about those commercials that he's acted in, as well as been a creative director. And so Matthew will come in and get to discuss those commercials, and students will have the opportunity to ask him questions as well. And he's very inspirational because he once was a student at UT as well, and it's great to see a former student give back to the university and teach about commercials as well as in the past as he's done film as well.
Maybe leading someone down the same path and to the same amount of attention he's got. Now, the professors you talked to also really emphasize that they want to highlight hands-on learning with the students who are enrolled in it. what are we talking about here whenever they're involved with it?
So Professor Rice and Matthew McConaughey have talked about this experiential learning. So in the past class of Script to Screen, students have had the opportunity to actually go out to projects Matthew has worked on. Two students were invited to LA this past semester for his Salesforce campaign and got to see LA streets be closed down and see Matthew in action. And Professor Scott Rice and Laura Bry were invited as well. And so more opportunities like that will be available. Professor Rice is always talking about students should get their hands on, has even offered more opportunities for his own company and commercial in the past where students got to go and do the same as well. So they're really emphasizing this hands-on opportunities that you might not be able to find in the classroom, but now they're offering as well.
I would imagine, Christine, that a lot of people want to be enrolled in this class. I mean, it sounds really cool. I wish I could do it as well. Who is eligible to take part in this? Because I would imagine there is, again, that so much interest in it.
Yes, there is a lot of interest in it, especially for the people who are able to take the class, which are upper division advertising and RTF upper division as well. So for the first time, advertising students will get to take this class, Script to Screen commercials, and now as well as with the RTF students who are already available to Script to Screen. So they have to take these upper division prerequisites that are always for their separate majors, but now they both get to take this class. And so there already is quite a bit of a wait list, but because the class has a big name and very great professors attached to it as well. So students are in line waiting for an opportunity to take this class and learn from Matthew McConaughey.
Wow, getting in that chance to get that face-to-face time at points with the actor Matthew McConaughey sounds pretty cool. What does the future for this look like? Because now we've seen it expand to a commercial sense. Are they talking about what the next years to come will be and what the class will focus on then?
So Professor Rice and McConaughey have talked about maybe a third incarnation of the class. So there's Script to Screen, which focuses on movies, Script to Screen that focuses on commercials, and now they want to potentially make Script to Screen production, which would take the ideas that students make in these two classes and actually get to bring them to life and have that hands-on experience and get to use UT equipment and faculty to bring their ideas to life and potentially bring them to the marketplace.
Such a fascinating read, and already your story is trending on our website and has been all day long since it was published this morning. Here's the headline right here. Behind the scenes, Matthew McConaughey takes on commercials in new UT class. Christine Bergman is the reporter behind it. Again, she's one of our interns here at KXAN this semester. But Christine, before I let you go, again, great job with that story. Tell us about what you want to do with the future, though. What is your path forward?
I would love to do something in the entertainment industry. I've loved my experience here at KXN, whether that's being reporting or producing. I just want to do something involved with media, and I'm looking forward to the future, whatever that endeavor will be.
Well, we cannot wait to see what comes next. At least we can say you got your start right here.
Yes.
Well, Christine, thank you so much again. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right, everybody, if you'd like to read Christine's story, it is on our homepage right now at kxan.com. You can also read it anytime on our KXAN News mobile app. You can download onto your phone. If you haven't done so already, please do it. We always ask you to. Thanks again for watching, everybody, though. I'm Will Dupree in the KXAN Live studio. We will see you back here at another time. Hope you all stay safe and healthy. Take care.